Hey dudes, welcome back to another video. Sorry that I haven't posted anything for the past couple weeks. I did have some things come up as far as 1 week I did actually go out of town. I got to go to the coast for a few days for my friend's birthday and actually make some new friends and literally like stay in an Airbnb that was right on the ocean. It's been 4 years since I was last at the coast, so this was like an absolutely just amazing experience with everything that was going on in my life for the past like year or so, and then actually we'll say the past like few years. Life has been very interesting, so being able to finally go to the ocean, hang out with my friend, make new friends, and just like wake up in the morning and just like stare out into the ocean and just breathe in deep that cool like fresh air. It was an insanely wonderful, just complete like mental and like what felt like a physical reset. That was what I did 1 week, and then unfortunately the following week a close friend of mine had a family member pass away. Helping with that did take up a majority of my time beyond like obviously like work and everything else, so that kept me from recording and making another video as well. But this week here we are making another video. So let's do the checkup as far as how we've been doing. Already described what happened like over the past couple weeks, but I've been able to obviously hang out with friends, get out to do stuff. I've also had other nights to hang out with some really close friends of mine, and it has just been really good. I've had like some like mental struggle with it's always financials with me, but trying to keep myself in the right headspace as I work towards basically handling my financial situation, continuing to work a lot, and then just to keep myself in the right state of mind towards basically like I guess you could say like money manifestation, but also trying to find other ways to make money, to more wisely spend it, and to keep just better track of like everything that I'm doing. That's really been the only struggle. Other than that though, I mean, workouts have been going good. I feel good mentally, kind of pushing through every single week. So yeah, for the most part we have been doing very good, staying in a good positive mood. And actually a big part of that, I think right now, it does have a lot to do with the main topic of this video is the Wim Hof Method. Now, before we get into that, I just want to say thank you guys for being here watching this video. If you could leave a like on it, that would be absolutely wonderful. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do leave a subscribe. And also you could, ring the little bell at the bottom as well, so you guys know when I do post these videos. This is going to be my main source of content with my living situation. I really don't think I will be streaming until I can finally get my own place and I can get into a nice, comfortable, creative environment again. So you guys being here, watching the video, liking, subscribing, leaving comments and everything, it helps to keep this going, helps me to feel like I'm doing a good job. I'll keep posting these videos regardless, as long as like I feel like people are benefiting from it and enjoying it. I'll go ahead and keep posting these videos until we can get back to streaming, which obviously my plan is to just keep posting, streaming, and building more from that in the near future. So again, thank you guys for being here. Seriously appreciate it. Now let's get on to the main topic of the video. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Wim Hof Method is, I'm going to try and summarize this. It's a technique of basically breathing in cold exposure, to summarize very simply, which as far as the breathing goes, fill up your stomach, fill up your chest, no pausing, no forcing, and just keep continuous breaths going in a set of basically 30 to 40 breaths. Once you hit your last breath, you breathe out completely. Hold it as long as you can. Don't make it a struggle. When you feel the need to breathe again, big breath in, hold it for 15 seconds, exhale without any force, and then you continue the process again. And you do that really as many times as you want. I've been sticking with at least like 3 or 4 times. And when doing this breathing method, I just stay in a lying position because the way it makes you feel, it's going to make you feel lightheaded. Basically, if you guys do ever try this, you'll learn from this from like learning a little bit more about Wim Hof Method, but it's always you want to be in a safe environment where you're sitting or laying down. That's it. And now what exactly is like happening with your body is something also I'm going to summarize very simply because I'm not a teacher for this method. I'm just practicing it, and I've been doing it for about a month now, maybe. It could be a little bit more than that, but I'm just going to read off of the Googles here. What is happening to your body is you are making it more alkaline. Now, what making it more alkaline is, I'm gonna read it right here. Alkalizing your body simply means reducing its acidity. And by making your body less acidic, you can, reading off of here again, an alkalized body often results in more nights of peaceful, deep sleep, an increase in energy, and a reduction in weight. So that is just a quick summary of what that is. There's a lot more details on it, but like I said, I'll leave that to you guys if you're interested to look into it a little bit further. And then also including the cold showers. Wim Hof has like his own way of explaining it, but I'm just gonna read off what are the benefits of taking cold showers versus always taking warm showers. Calming itchy skin, waking you up, increasing circulation, reducing muscle soreness, potentially boosting weight loss, and apparently good for your hair and skin as well. I'm going to cover 5 areas that the Wim Hof method has helped me the most and would probably, I think, be the most interesting for like my general audience that could end up watching this video. So we're gonna go over the mental, the physical, gaming, inner peace, and I kind of like to party, so hangovers will be another one. We'll start with the mental. When you're focusing on your breathing, when you're focusing on the way that your body feels, it allows you to try and bring and center your thoughts really into yourself and try to quiet like all the outside noise, which for me is a huge benefit because I feel like my brain's just kind of firing off like all over the place all the time. So being able to find like a center for my thoughts has been immensely helpful, and it's been training me basically throughout the day. When I realize that my brain is going all over the place, is to like take a moment, take a few big like deep breaths and just try to refocus. In general, I feel like I'm able to like really focus in on things better. And also with working out too, that has been huge. I already have good focus during my workouts, but I feel like it's boosted it even more so. Now moving on to the physical part of it, the way that my body has been feeling lately, it feels more functional, if you will. Like more functional, I feel like I can produce like more power like during my workouts. I feel just like overall more sturdy. Areas of my body that like kind of like had some inflammation issues have not like completely gone away, but it hasn't gotten any worse, and it feels like certain things have gotten better. Usually like say when I'm sitting down driving, I have an issue like where my hip and my butt and my leg all start tingling and I get a pain in my hip. That has become less and less for me since I've started using this method. And then also, I don't know if it was like starting to get like early arthritis or something. I pop my knuckles a lot, and I know it's not necessarily a bad thing to pop your knuckles, but I know that I've done it for way too much over many years. Whenever I would grip things, it would hurt. Picking up a weight would hurt through specifically these 2 knuckles here, and it would go down my hand. And then I would say probably after about a week and a half of doing the method, I picked up a weight one day and realized there was literally no pain in my hand anymore. And even just like gripping like this would hurt too. And now I don't feel anything. It feels completely normal now, which was wild to feel in the first place. So if I was getting anything in my hands, it's kind of started to go away. And then also too, I've noticed that it seems like my body composition has improved as well. Just like muscle seems to be popping out a little bit more in certain areas. My skin looks a little bit more thin, as in just like less like water weight or whatever between the skin and muscle. I've noticed that my waistline is staying a lot more trim. It doesn't matter like how I eat, drink, sleep, or whatever. It really does feel like it really does look and feel like my waist is staying more trimmed down. And then bringing the mental and physical together, one thing that's always been an issue for me for years is my sleep. I have had bad sleep as long as I can remember, having a hard time remembering dreams and always waking up feeling like shit. I dream a lot more, and I'm able to remember dreams like much more vividly. And most days I wake up now, I wake up before my alarm does, and it can be anywhere between 30 minutes to like an hour before. And when I wake up, I feel like awake. It's not like, oh shit, like I woke up before my alarm. It's just like, I feel great right now. And it can be anywhere between like 5 to 8 hours of sleep. For me, it hasn't really mattered. It's just, I keep waking up feeling like I'm good and like ready to go for the day. I feel rested. So let's go into inner peace. Just the way I kind of feel like I go about like every day, despite like whatever problems I may walk into, certain different issues, financial struggles, whatever it is. I feel like now I just have this like constant like inner peace that like everything's okay, it's gonna work out, keep your head on straight, keep working hard, you are capable and you are going to figure it out. Having that sort of like inner peace and like knowing like within myself for the past like month now with using this has been immensely useful. And then like when I see like, you know, people that like I knew from high school that are really excelling right now, as far as what I can see, as far as like owning homes, kids, families, it's helped me to accept more of the process and progression of life. And obviously everybody goes at their own pace, that it's not a race, and I will get to where I need to go when I'm supposed to, and also I can say when I'm ready for it. Okay, let's get on to the two fun ones. Let's start with hangovers. So with the hangover spot of this, I did read the Wim Hof Method book, and he did have a thing in there, specifically a little story about his daughter dealing with a hangover. He walked her through the breathing and it cleared up her hangover for her. I've had a few days where I definitely drink way more than I should have when I went to the ocean, hanging out with friends, whatever. And of course, all 3 times I woke up with a pretty bad hangover, pounding headache, feeling dizzy, you name it. Basically all the basic symptoms of a solid hangover. So what I decided to do was just to roll over in bed, lay on my back. I used the Wim Hof Method app, which if you guys are interested in the app, you can get it on Android, you can get it on Apple, it's everywhere. And I would just lay there, phone on my chest, try to relax as much as possible, and I would lay there and do the breathing for anywhere between about 45 to 60 minutes, and it would completely clear my hangover. I would still kind of have like the little bit of like a sloshed feeling like in my head. For the most part, the really nasty parts of a hangover completely gone, which to me was just like insane. Like I read it in the book and like I believed it would work. Feeling like you would deal with a hangover for hours or like all day, or you get like you just keep like a bad migraine, but then like using this and it being like gone and being able to just like sit up in bed and like, well, I'm completely better. It was really cool. Especially, quick little story with one of these. One of them was when I said like when I went to the ocean, I was sleeping like in a little loft, right? And so like I was laying there, cleared up my hangover, crawled myself over to like where you like crawl into the loft area. There were windows that looked straight out into the ocean, and it was just this feeling of like, I don't know, like serenity, like this crazy euphoric feeling of just like life is good. So it's cool. It's cool. All right. It's fun. It's cool. And just knowing that like just through breathing, if I have like a fun night with friends, I just know in my head that as soon as I wake up, I'm going to make whatever little bit of a hangover I have gone. It's like a empowering feeling. You get that little bit of extra control over your body. Fuck you, alcohol. You can't hurt me. God, I'm stupid. So yeah, curing hangovers, super dope. Now for the final most fun part of the different areas where I've seen improvement is in gaming. Now the 2 main games that I'm playing right now are Apex Legends and Valorant, and then I also do a lot of aim labs as well. And I have seen an incredible jump in basically like everything I do. Like for one, my focus is completely on point. Like I feel like I'm just like more locked in to what is happening in the game than ever before. My reaction time has gotten significantly better. Like my awareness and like my game sense, I feel like has also gotten significantly better. And then also decision making. Decision making seems like it was kind of like a struggle for me, specifically like in Apex, and it's becoming like less and less of an issue, and everything's starting to just become more natural feeling, if that makes any sense, when it comes to making decisions. Now obviously I've played the games a lot, so it goes without saying that I should be getting better, and I have been, but the past month I have seen like a massive boost in what I've been able to do in these games and what I've been able to pull off. And so now my ritual is when I know I'm going to be like gaming, like you know, playing like Apex or like Valorant or whatever, I have a ritual now to where it's like I do 4 rounds of the breathing, and then I go take a cold shower. I sit in front of my fan and just like cool, you know, feel the cool air, get dry that way and everything, like clear my head. And then like I hop into aim labs, and usually would take like more warm up to like lock my aim in. It's like almost like instant now, like I'm already like in the zone like immediately. And I've actually been able to finally boost my sensitivity. I've been sticking with pretty low sense on both these games like for a while now. I've been able to boost it like a decent amount to where I'm not like swinging my arm all over the place, hitting like a monitor or my keyboard or whatever. As you can tell, I'm not I got fidgety hands, all right, so I got to use my arm a lot. But I've been able to like lock everything in like a lot more and really see improvement in those areas. I haven't played Valorant like super consistently for the past like couple months now, but now anytime like I hop into a game, it's like I don't need a warm-up game. I'm able to just get in the zone immediately and be one of the top people in the entire lobby. It's been dope. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just been super cool that literally the Wim Hof method not only will it make you feel good mentally and physically, bring you inner peace, get rid of your hangovers, but for me, it's just made me a better FPS gamer, which is awesome. I've gotten my ass kicked for way too long in too many games, specifically Apex, and to be able to like just go into any fight now with like, I've always had confidence, but now with like really like absolute confidence that any fight I get into, I can find a way to win. It just makes the whole gaming experience incredibly more cool. So there you have it, folks. My benefits with the Wim Hof method: breathing and cold exposure. It's as simple as that. It almost seems like too simple. The way it has made me feel, I've been recommending it to everybody that I know to just give it a shot. Give it a shot for a week and see how you feel. And I would say for any of you guys watching this right now, you really ought to give it a try. If you want to learn more about the Wim Hof method, there's plenty of YouTube videos you can look up, interviews with Wim Hof himself, and then other people that have practiced it and their experiences with it. And I will also leave a link for his book as well. If we are now just like adding more and more to like just this like crazy life, physical, mental, gaming progression. And I'll tell you, any type of progression always feels so damn good. Life is good, y'all. With the way that these videos are going, I feel like I'm turning it into sort of like a physical and like personal development sort of a channel. Definitely not any sort of like gaming that I was doing before, like with Twitch and Mixer and everything. For those of you guys that are watching these videos that I post, seriously, thank you guys for watching them. But I also want to know, what do you guys want to see from me? Now, I know obviously my focus before was streaming on Twitch or Mixer or whatever, and it would be more so like game related and everything, which unfortunately won't be happening for like a while now. But let me know what you guys want to see. Do you guys want more stuff like this? Do you want me to attempt to try and like get some workout videos, just more like mental advice, more life advice as far as like what I've got going in my own life, and just sharing that knowledge with you guys? I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. It would be really helpful though, as far as just what, you know, my whole 5 people audience that I have, what you guys want to see from me. I like making these videos and I hope you guys like them too. And I want to be able to make, you know, content that you guys do enjoy and stuff that you guys like me to talk about or do or whatever. So if I can put out more content that you guys are more interested in, that I can do for you, please sound off in the comments and let me know what you want. And we can keep things rolling up through me getting back onto like a stream schedule. So that is going to be it for this video. For those of you guys that made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching it in its entirety. I hope you learned something new, and I hope I was able to make your day at least a little bit better. So for now, I will see you guys later. If it's the morning, have a good morning. The afternoon, have a good afternoon. If it is the evening, y'all have a good evening, have a good life, Thank you guys so much. Love your faces. Be good, not just to yourselves, but to everybody around you. Tell somebody you love them. Share a smile with somebody. Lend a helping hand when you can. And stay awesome, dudes. Love you guys. Have a good week. See you guys soon. Ta-ta for now. Much love.